What is Diksha?
Diksha is the phenomenon where the divine reaches out to man. And the person who's giving Diksha is making himself or herself available to the divine, and he becomes an instrument. It looks like in the last few years, there's been greater divine intervention in human lives. And that is the phenomenon of Diksha. Probably the best word to use would be the word phenomenon. It's a phenomenon. I think there are basically three factors involved. One is the person receiving the Diksha, and the other is the person giving the Diksha, and the third is the divine itself. Because we have noticed sometimes people whom we thought would make very little progress, making dramatic progress. We have had instances of people sleeping through courses and become enlightened. So we really cannot comment on the person, So it also depends on the person who's giving the Diksha. And then there's of course the divine, which is the ultimate source of all this. And whatever the divine decides, it happens. We have had people whom one might call immoral people, or people who are not the right kind of people to receive Diksha, but they ended up as the most transformed people. So there's really no way we could judge on those matters. But we can as a rule say that it depends upon how receptive you are, what your beliefs are and what your conditioning is, and the quality of the person giving the Diksha, and above all, what the divine chooses for the day and for the person.
The awakened one is free of the past. The unawakened one is a prisoner of the past.
The whole of humanity is responsible for anyone's behavior. Sri Bhagwan. Sri Bhagavan's quotes. Life is to be experienced, be it pleasure or pain. The only solution to human problems is to end the limited sense of self. Sri Bhagavan.
Secrets of Success. Sri Bhagavan says, change the meaning you attach to a life experience to change your life.
Sri Bhagavan, why does it feel that God is always testing us?
God does not test his devotees. What you consider to be tests from God's end are basically problems you have created for yourself. I and Amma are basically trying to help you out. Sometimes it might appear like we are testing you, but in reality, we would be preventing a greater pain from coming to you. Let us say you prayed for a good job and I did not grant it to you. It would only be to save you from some imminent danger or to bless you with something greater. I love you. I am here only because I love you so much. You are not separate from me. To me, it is not loving someone else but myself.
Namaste. Let us see the miracle of Sri Kalki. I am Meena Venkatesh from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. On November 19th, 2012, my husband met with a road accident. The ambulance took him to GH Coimbatore, but after first aid, he was immediately shifted to KG Hospital as he had severe head injury. The prognosis was that the chance for survival was only 1%. We would have to wait for the next 48 hours. I had to repeatedly sign so many papers as his health condition worsened. Our only hope was Sri Bhagwan's words in the Janam Din Darshan on March 7th. Lord had blessed our family saying, I will be with you. On 21st November, he had to undergo a neurosurgery to remove a clot in his right parietal lobe. Collective prayers were held by devotees for his recovery, and I kept envisioning Sri Bhagwan blessing me for a happy married life in the personal darshan at Satyalok. Grace took over, and the next day after surgery, he was shifted to normal ward. It was told that it would take months to recover, but with Sri Kalki's loving grace, my husband was almost back to normal and was sent home for recuperation in just 10 days. When we went in again for review, the surgeon told us that it is indeed a medical miracle that he survived, considering his age and health condition. With Sri Kalki's ever compassionate blessings, he was safely out of the crisis. Our family surrendered to Sri Kalki after this incident, realizing their never-ending love and concern for us. Thank you ever and again, dear Sri Kalki, for the divine protection bestowed forever to our family. Love you so much, my dear father. Love you so much, my dear Amma.
Kalki Seva Sangha. Everyday Kalki Seva Sangha volunteers carry out various service activities across hundreds of locations all over the country. Every day we present one such activity. Raigada, Odisha. There is joy in giving than in receiving. Sangha members distributed snacks and sweets to all the students at Saraswati Shishu Mandir, Gudari, Raigada. They taught them the power of prayer and also prayed for their bright future. All the students were filled with joy and thanked all the Sangha members. Sangha members expressed their gratitude to Kalki for making them an instrument to bring a smile on their faces.
Om Namo Purushotama. जय कल्की देवा परन्धम नमोस्तुते।
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 श्री कल्की नामं सदा शिवं सदा शिवं।
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 जय कल्की देवा परन्धम नमोस्तुते।
जय कल्की देवा परन्धम नमोस्तुते।
जय कल्की देवा परन्धम